Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead. Season 10, Rosita's end is near. Don't panic just yet. This is our Freestyle Friday stream. We got a lot of stuff to go over. Welcome to the new and improved 999 Army. Just want to give a shout out to each and every one of you guys. I loved you guys. The Patreon post is not up there. We're making some changes. You guys know what's up. We lost a couple, but we're going to gain a whole lot more because we got some really good things happening. And, once again, I said this before. I said this pre-stream. You guys really mean it a lot. It is when it's when things that are the most challenging that you really see how strong people are. And this is a strong group, so thank you so much. We're going to get into tonight's topic. Freestyle Friday. If you guys don't know, if you're watching a playback and you want to know how this works out, we start with a Walking Dead topic, and we do mix it up. We got kills coins that we give out all during the week. Super Chats will also change the topic as well, so if you got something on your mind or, you want to throw a challenge out there, then you're more than welcome to do that. We're trying to do more streams during the week. I know this week was a little challenging. We had rescheduled a couple things, but we'll get there. But during the week, you're going to start to see more and more of these kills coins either given out on our Facebook fan page. Did you guys get a chance to see Kel's trivia today? I thought that was great. We're also going to do something, it's called Awesome Things. I think it's time. I think it's time that we get more involved in the streams, the memes, just some projects we can get out there and do to, if there's something that you've done that you post that gets attention, the mods are going to have one kills coin each, and they're going to be surfing our Facebook fan page, and they're going to be looking for some good things to give you guys some kills coins as well. So, we want you guys to be able to show up on Friday and get involved and do some things. Now, keep in mind, when you do your kills coin, sometimes you're going to miss it, so you might have to type it a couple times. So let's get into the Rosita conversation. We're also going to do PDL tonight, which is Play Dead Live. I got a brand new scenario, and I got many of your ideas. You guys sent me pictures, you sent me ideas. They were absolutely fantastic. And I'm just going to let you think about this for a second, and we'll jump back to it in a little bit. Our campaign tonight is called Mud to Mayhem. I wrote it, and hopefully you guys like it, and we'll see how it all goes down. A little bit later on, I'm going to ask for some volunteers. So, hopefully you guys, what's up, Valar? Good to see you. Hello, 999 Army, Kill Steph, Emmy, Kel, Sweet Tommy, sponsors, patrons, channel members, and all the super chatters. And thank you so much, Valar. Many of you have been here for a long time, so we will jump around a little bit. But you know what? The true test is I know a lot of you, and I've talked to a lot of you, and we've had one-on-one conversations. You guys have been here for hundreds and hundreds of streams. So, that's real, right? I mean, you guys know what you know. Hey, how many people saw the news that Christian Serratos is going to a Netflix show? Hopefully you guys saw that news, and the Rosita rumors are running wild. So that's going to be our core topic tonight, but we will jump around a little bit. We got Jennifer Flaherty. What's up, Jen? Thank you so much. Love the Army 999 forever. I'm gonna stop and pause several times tonight because when I see comments about this group and the pride and the integrity and everything that you guys bring to it, and I've got two topics going on right now. So I'm sorry if I get a little sentimental when you guys type something like that or I respond to a person. You guys reminded me, I knew this, but you guys also reminded me today what this group is about. And I think some people, when they saw our fan page set up, they thought, this is Kill's fan page. It's not. It's a 9-9 Army group of people. And it's a connection, and it's a bunch of people that support each other. I'm there. I'm certainly a part of it. I didn't even found the page. That was done by Steph, who was one of our, another Stephanie, who was one of our moderators long before that set up that page. You guys have made that page. So when I see some of the posts and I'm not active for a couple of days, it just blows me away how much support and how much you guys do for each other. And so thank you for that, Jennifer Flaherty. Appreciate it. Let's get into there. It is Dark Star. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye, Rosita. So let's do a 999 Army pulse survey. Pulse poll, I guess we'll call it. Let's just say it right now. I know we probably were about 60% last season thought Rosita would not leave the season. We got to about 50-50. Let me just ask everybody in the stream right now, how many people think Rosita is gone? She's got a new gig. She's crying in the scene. She's got a baby. I think Alpha. I think Alpha's going to do it. I really do. Joey does. Taya says she gone. Who else we got? Roxanne says she's dead. Yes, me, dead, gone. Sadly, yes, Julia Muse. Two hands on the radio, yep. Tom, Bocourse says no. The only one that says no so far. Death will be epic. I agree with that too, Taya. Gone, baby, gone, says Ragman Racing. Gone. She's dead. Rosita gets the pike. I'd agree with you, Deborah. I don't want to see it, but I do agree. Tom, it's like 99 people said she's gone. Toxic Badger. So 2. Somebody else is like, you know what? I don't want Tom to be by himself. Let me just go ahead and say it too. I've always liked Rosita's character. I liked her toughness. So Tom Bug Ferreira wants to know, you think Coco, which is it's the nickname for her baby, and true story, Angela Kang called Christian Serratos and said, Rosita is going to have her baby this season, and we want you to name it. And then the nickname was Coco, and I think it means I got to look it up. Sorry, I'm guessing because I did read it and I didn't write it down. I think it means like strong, enduring, that type of thing. It was something along that. It was very inspirational. But Christian Serratos actually got to name the baby. But yes, I do think the baby will survive. And I also think that Eugene will be a big part of that. I agree. I agree with that, Ragman. Eugene is he's the nanny, and he's going to take over. As much as Eugene cares about Rosita, I think it's his legacy. Is Rolex here? Could you guys do me a favor? Green team? Could you guys show some love for somebody who is relentless when we do countdown timers? He's great in random things. But we added a custom emoji for our very own Rolex. And the thing with Rolex, and we talk a little bit offline, is, okay, how do I say this? Okay, remember how the other night we were talking about friendship? How many got a chance to watch Random Things? We did it Wednesday night. How many of you are here for that? Okay. I'm going to give another Kills coin to the first person that remembers in friendship. What was number 9? So Kel's going to add this to the next. You know what? We're going to add it to tonight. If you can tell me what number 9 was on the friendship list that we came up with, I'm going to give you the Kills coin. First person that can answer. I want to see who's paying attention. Oh, some people are not paying attention. Hey, at least I love honesty. There you go. Ron Burgundy Moore in the house. Telepathy. Ron, you're like bankrupting me, man, with all these Kills coins. Is that 2? Is that 2 for Ron? Yep, it is. Yeah, it was telepathy. So I didn't really, I kind of know what the word means, but I didn't really think about it a whole lot. But then this week, Rolex had messaged me, and we went back and forth a little bit about timers and, you know, how PDL is going to work and some of that. And I kind of said, you know, we kind of both thought, hey, just wing it. And it was telepathy. So it is a real thing. I believe in it. I'm a strong believer in telepathy, that you just have this, hey, this is the way we're going to do it. Yep, cool. And you're just on the same page. No, empathy was much higher. 2 hands and a radio. So when I saw some of that connection, and I said, this guy is all in on Play Dead Live, and he likes what we're doing, I was like, you guys know what? We gotta have a Rolex emoji. And thus it was created. So thank you so much, David. Appreciate you being here and what you're doing for the channel. Absolutely. So Ron, you do have your second kills coin, but Deborah Farrell and Sheila Beasley, 3. Kel, I don't want to question your math, because you're good with ledgers. 3. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to have to start calling on some people very shortly to mix up the topics, but I do want to talk a little bit more about Rosita. And I know Taya said just a minute ago, I love it. Beth Burgett just joined as a member, and I see that 999 logo up there. Thank you so much, Beth. Hey, Jill. Hey, thank you for being here. Jill says, what's up, Kills in the Mod? Sorry, it's been a while. Hey, we're always here. Absolutely. Good to see you. And you guys know, once we get to October, the whole crowd shows up. We got a great group, but not everybody's into fear. Hello, Viola. Good to see you. So, are we ready to make a bold Rosita prediction? I saw a couple already that Eugene will take care of Coco. How does it go down? What do you guys think? How is this all going to end? And I think Christian Serratos is such an awesome actor that I think she's cool with a Glenn or an Abraham or an Epic type of death. I feel that. I feel like, hey, she's ready to move on, and it's going to be like, you know what? I want the beheading, or she wants something that's going to be epic. I like that taste. Will she get Andrea's death? Will she? And ooh, what a great thought. Oh man, I just got goosebumps when you said that. So, what if Rosita, the only way she can save her baby is to lead all of those walkers off the cliff and kill them? That's what Andrea did, right? And she knows that she has to make a choice and she has to sacrifice so her baby can live. Whew. Oh man, that would be epic. That would be if Rosita got Andrea's death. Would that constitute a top 5 death in the history of Walking Dead? Let me know your thoughts. And really quickly, you guys can do me a favor. A lot of people in here, just hit the like button. If you like what we do, if you like hanging out with us, you like talking about The Walking Dead, Freestyle Friday, random things, Play Dead Live, then do me a favor, just hit that like button. Because I'm going to make another announcement in a little bit. Hopefully you guys like it. We're working on some things. And if you guys don't like it, we won't do it. But if you do like it, we'll certainly do it. Tom Buck Ferreira says, yeah, I think Rosita will either get Father G's death from the comics or maybe even Andrea's. Rick Fisher Grimes, I'm at the O's game with you guys in my ear. Rick, I got to say, and I don't want to say it's too loud because I know Baltimore fans can be they can be tough, but hopefully the volume's down. If you're at the O's game, you got to be a loyal fan. I mean, and I can see why you're listening to us at the O's game. The O's, if you guys don't know, just set the record in the all-time history of baseball for most home runs allowed in the history of baseball. But yeah, I know I'm not going to bash your O's, man. Enjoy the game. Who are they playing tonight, Rick? I This is Freestyle Friday, so you know what? We're going to talk about a lot of different things. So they're playing Tampa. So Rick, I could have saved you money on a ticket. You could have tuned in, and all I have to do this. It is the bottom of the second, and here's the delivery from the home run number 260. All right, bottom of the fifth, and I don't know who plays for Tampa. Oh, another home run. They got to do something about the pitching staff. So Heart of Nixie, when we were kids, my sister cried when the Orioles lost the World Series. The rest of us were rooting for the other team. She thought they were the Oreos, so she was rooting for the cookie. Yeah. All right, it's a fun story. Go Rays. Oh, there's a lot of Rays. You shouldn't have mentioned it. You know what? A few more number one draft picks, and you guys are right back there. All right, I'm going to Deborah Farrell. You got like a gazillion kills coins. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Rolex, you're on the clock. Let's jump over to Deborah Farrell. Now, Deborah, remember, you earn these. So you can come up with a topic you want us to talk about, or you can assign it to somebody else. And you know what? I don't even question Rolex's speed. Sometimes he might speed it up a little bit. Sometimes he might slow it down. Deborah says Dante has been cast for season 10 Walking Dead. If Maggie doesn't come back, who will be his love interest? Great question. Or will Dante have a love interest? Let's see. Tara, nope, Tara's gone. Enid, nope, Enid's gone. Michonne, nope, Michonne's leaving. Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe Rosita. If Rosita ultimately sacrifices herself, maybe she's there for most of the season. But no, in all seriousness, I think Rosita has enough. There's enough of a love rhombus going on there. I guess it'd be a love pentagon if she added Dante. Great point, Tammy. That's a great point. Yes. And I would say, with Rosita, it's already complicated enough. Adding too many people to a relationship is not a good practice. So Rosita, stay away. In actuality, Rosita needs to define roles at this point. All right. You're the doctor and the father. You're the stepdad, and you're the nanny. So, yeah, we need defined roles. It is, Julia. It's a little confusing. All right. You know what? Mariah Campese, you got a kills coin. Mariah, hook us up. Remember, you can come up with your own topic, or if you got somebody that you want to call on, somebody that you want to put them on the spot, somebody that hasn't been called on, then certainly let's get their thoughts, get their ideas in there. Mariah usually has some pretty good topics, though. That's a good point, about the history over the past 6 years. I thought I saw Mariah earlier. All right, you know what? We'll get to somebody else. So you didn't even there you go. There you go. All right, Mariah's here. All right, we're gonna go back. We're not gonna buzz her out, Because technically, he never got to 0 anyway, did he? Okay. Mariah says, favorite supernatural being: zombie, ghost, werewolf, lichen, vampire. Mine is a werewolf. I'd like to believe that they mate for life. Okay. We got zombies. We got vampires all the way, says Natalie. Ghosts. Vampires. So, there's a lot of them, right? There's like ghasts and ghouls and wraiths and wights and ghosts and lichens. And I mean, there's so many things. Yeah, werewolves. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite. That's a tough one for me. It would have probably been, it might have been vampires at one point, but the passage didn't, it didn't make me fall in love with vampires. I liked the show, but I didn't fall in love with vampires. Fairies, I know Emmy's going to say unicorns, right? Emmy, how many people are shocked that Emmy just picked vampires over unicorns? Am I the only one? I bet it's going to be, I forgot. I forgot about those things. It's right. Emmy, you missed your big play there. Yeah, good question, though. Thanks for getting that in. All right. We're going through a brand new shot of redemption, and I know Tommy's been practicing man bun. Don't let me down tonight, Tommy. I got big hopes and big dreams. Man bun's got a kills coin. Use it or lose it, man bun. Or give it away. I guess there's option 3. Oh, I love... You know what? All right. Total redemption. Not about pain, not about... Yeah, this is good, Tommy. What quote are saying? Do people spout, but it's complete BS? This is going to... This is going to be deep. I'm going to have to think about this. I think... I'm probably going to say you got this. I mean, I know what it means. Let me say this. How many people currently say you got this? With a little fist bump. Heart of Nixie says, not personal. I love that. Only the good die young. I love that too, Gina. Mariah says, this will hurt me more than it hurt you. That's a parent thing. Tommy says, my bad. But you don't really mean it's like you're bad. My bad. That depends a little bit on tone. Somebody accidentally bumps into you and you just, my bad. To make them realize that they didn't say anything. So how many people feel that the phrase "you got this" was originally taken from the great philosopher You know him well. One of the greatest philosophical minds in the history of the world, and I'm talking about none other than the great philosopher Tone Loc. Because you got this had to come from his great phrase of, let's do it. Right. I mean, think about it. Let's do it means, yeah, we can do anything. You got this kind of, it's kind of like a modern day version of the great Tone Loc saying, let's do it. That's where I think it comes from. Hey, quick trivia question. Rick Fisher Grimes says, gotta go. The wife is giving me the look. Hey, well, enjoy the game. Have a hot dog. Have a beer. And appreciate you being here. Before I get to the next coin, just a real quick trivia question. How do you know former disgruntled subs are watching your live stream? I'll give a kills coin to the first person that can answer this question. Angel Caloris, first one, because they hit the dislike button. So I want to thank you guys for being here anyway. Dislikes don't hurt us. But appreciate you kind of watching in the woods and keeping a close tab on the 999 Army. Thing is, you should be here. But that's the way it goes. All right, Tom Bug Ferreira. I just had a hamburger and a hot... Whoa, man. Slow down, Bug. Slow down. Bug, all right, well, tell us... What's a weird condiment that some of you put on your hot dogs? Let's just get it out in the open. I want to know how you guys eat your hot dogs. Boom! Look at two hands on a radio. I love this. Dislikes are a response. Not everyone can like a work of art. Oh, whoa! Hold on. Pause the stream. Ron Burgundy Moore and Lynn, mayonnaise on a hot dog? I got to be honest with you, I've never tried it. Fried with mayo. This is a thing? No, hold on, Taya. Not yet. First of all, I love mayonnaise. Duke's mayonnaise. I put mayo on my hamburger. Stop with all the frowny faces. Emmy, do you eat mayonnaise, first of all? Tommy, don't make this a mayonnaise battle like Hellman's versus Duke's. Okay, all right, I get it. If you don't like mayonnaise, then I understand that. But if you do like mayonnaise, the idea of putting it on a hot dog doesn't seem quite so crazy. Although personally, I've never had it on a hot dog. I'm just kind of trying to think through this a little bit. Walking Dead Nerds, you got 10 seconds. You are on the clock, ma'am. Let's see what you got. And Emmy, kimchi on a hot dog. I can honestly say I've never tried that either. But I'm willing. Coleslaw, yes. But I'm willing to try. I'll try mayonnaise on a hot dog. I'll try kimchi on a hot dog. Why not? Where is the nerdy one? I know she... Favorite metal band? I like this, and I'll tell you why I like this, because Kel, can you add this to our archives a little bit? We have never had a 999 greatest metal bands of all time. We've done top bands of the 90s, we've done songs, we've done 2000s. We've never done that. So that is something I want to talk about because I'm seeing some of the comments you have. Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold. I absolutely want to do that. I'm loving these answers. Led Zeppelin, Kiss, Slipknot. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we can put Led Zeppelin. Would Led Zeppelin and Kiss fall in that category, or would they have their own? Their own. Korn would be, yeah, I guess Korn would be metal. I would say Kiss and AC/DC would constitute classic rock. Would you agree? I wouldn't say that's metal. I mean, we can look this up to see what the specifics of metal, but I would think that metal really started in the late 80s. Hard rock? Yeah, Will, I agree with that. Definitely not metal. Hard rock, classic rock, but wouldn't you say like late 80s is really... Because there was metal, and then there was like speed metal, and then there was death metal, and there are all these variations of metal, right? Remember Danzig? Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, that's when, that's probably actually when I started liking forms of metal, I guess. Now, I've heard a Disturbed song or two, and they're great, but I got to be honest, I wasn't a big metal fan. I can listen to some Avenged Seven. I can't even say it, but you know who it is. Like walking into a dream, so unlike what you've seen, so unsure, but it seems, 'cause we've been waiting for it. I mean, I don't really, with metal, I don't know that I really follow bands per se. I follow a song or two, like, you know, I'll hear something, it really sticks, like I like it. And I did. When Disturbed, Sound of Silence, I know many of you said, hey, check this out. It's a good version of it. You're right. It was. Seether, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. But with groups, I don't want to make this a Rob Thomas Matchbox 20 stream, but I am more inclined to listen to every Foo Fighter song, listen to every Nirvana song, listen to every Matchbox 20 song, even if they're average, because I dig into and relate to the lyrics a little bit more. But with metal, I think it's got to be that perfect combination with me. It's got to be, the music can be good, and I might say, okay, the music's good, or the lyrics, but with metal, I'm a lot more picky, I think. E-Beat says, Kills, Motley Crue. All right, really quickly. Best Motley Crue song of all time. I have a favorite. And you know what? I've actually mentioned my favorite Motley Crue song on a stream before. And if anybody remembers it or can type it right now, I'm going to give away another Kills coin. After your favorite, though. Smoking in the boys' room? Nope. Dr. Feelgood? Nope. Tom Ferrer, I have a soft spot for country music. I got a spot for country. You know what? I will not talk bad about country music because we got some ladies from Missouri that really, really love their country music, and I'm not even going to go there. I don't think anybody here remembers my favorite Motley Crue song, which is okay. Not Girls, Girls, Girls. All right. I have two favorite Motley Crue songs. Nobody gets them. Well, I think it's because they're not very popular. Well, one is, yes, that's the second one. Girl, don't go away mad, girl, just go away. That is the second one. Whew, the irony. But the number one is You're All I Need. If you don't know the song by Motley Crue, You're All I Need, check it out. Yeah, but Steph, that's not my favorite. Many of you that even know Motley Crue, you may not even know the song. All right, well, check it out. I like to give a homework assignment because I love music, but if you don't know the song, check it out. Just listen to it. It's pretty cool. All right, no kills coin for that. All right. Who do we have here? Coco. Somebody gave you a kills coin, so you're on the clock, Coco, so you got 10 seconds. You can't give it away, though. You have to use it. Hopefully you were prepared. Coco, let's go. That is some fine encouragement. Look at that. Viola's got, you got this. I would hear somebody say, let's do it. I mean, I'm going to bring let's do it back. I promise. I'm going to hashtag let's do it. When you got this wears itself down, it's not going to be a fist bump. You got this. It's going to be like, I don't know, like just hands up in the air like, let's do it. Well, it's going to happen. All right, Coco, if you could be in The Walking Dead, what would your name be and weapon of choice? Also, would you be a good guy or a bad guy? I love it. We already got Miss Daryl Dixon. Joey says Big Joe and an AK-47. Bad guy. Bad guys are much more fun to play. Miss Negan. So we got Miss Dixon, Miss Negan. The cheese grater. That be your name or would that be your weapon of choice? I'm confused by that one, Dark Star. Ocean Man would be a bad guy. How many people here feel like Ocean Man will be a bad guy and Ocean Man might make an appearance in one of the future PDL scenarios? Because I think Ocean Man I think it's a cool name, and I think it's a cool villain name. We already had Hippo in the house, so stay tuned. You could see a little bit more in the near future. Tom Bugzilla Ferreira would be an anti-villain. What's the exact definition of an anti-villain? Is that not the same thing as a hero? So, Tom, my question, I love me some Bugzilla. It's not? Hold on. I mean, I thought it was a hero. So then I'm just saying, like, why not just type hero? And I'm not being, it's against villains. Or do you have to say it differently? Like if you say, I'm an anti-villain, then you're a hero. But if I'm an anti-villain, then that means something different. I've always wondered about that. So Rick Grimes, to me, is an anti-villain. But if he was an anti-villain, he'd be a hero. Okay. Confusing. So I need a few volunteers. I think I'll start with 5. 5 volunteers, because I think we're going to do a little bit of Play Dead Live. If you guys want another sample scenario. As I mentioned beginning of the stream, this is called From Mud to Mayhem. Ron Burgundy Moore has a kills coin. Ron, I'm going to take you. The first, what I'm looking for is people that may have a kills coin and have not played yet. And I think Roxanne Dunlap. Roxanne, you're in. Who else has a kills coin that has not participated in a scenario? Now, don't think that because you're not in yet that you won't be called into action. Natalie, we're going to go little by little. We're going to figure it out. E-Beach. Kills, with all you've been through, just to let you know, we are behind you, brother. And Eric, I'm going to say the same thing even when we started to stream. I know from the comments and the messages and the people that are here tonight, I don't have any doubt in the support and the backing of this group. And those of you that have been here for 2 years, 3 years, several years, you guys have been with me like every night, every other night. So I trust me when I tell you this. I never take that support for granted. I'm gonna get a few more, or you guys get me all choked up. I'm gonna get a few more volunteers here. All right. So once again, if you have a kills coin and you want to participate, all right, Man Bun's in. All right. Bear with me. Bear with me. We got to get a strong group. Villar is in. You better believe I'm putting Villar in. Villar's a tricky decision maker, too. It's okay. I mean, hey, it's okay to watch. Watch, see how the game goes, participate a little bit. Some people might super chat changes in scenarios. You can change things up in a hurry. So I've got Ron Burgundy Moore, Roxanne, Tommy Manbun, and Villar. That's a pretty strong decision-making group. Let me see here. Is Deborah going to get in? What do you guys think? Do you think we should bring in Deborah Farrell? All right, I'm bringing Deborah, and I'm going to bring Mariah Campese. We're going to start with 6, okay? We're going to make it 6. Mariah, you're in. Deborah, you're in because you got like 5 million kills coins because you were hustling this week. Let me do one more check here, checking my numbers, making sure we're all good. I got Ron Burgundy Moore, Roxanne, Mariah, Manbun, Villar, and Deborah. All right. If you guys are good with that group, give me a quick thumbs up. Sheila, you want in? Sheila Beasley. Hold on. Sheila, going once. You want in? I'm bringing you in. Or if you want to wait. All right, Sheila Beasley's in. Hey, wow, this is going to be a strong group. All right, it's important to make sure that we have 2 men. You'll see why. All right, Mariah, Ron, Roxanne, Tommy Manbun, Villar, Dark Star, and Sheila Beasley. Now, moderators and myself, here's the challenge with our game because there's going to be a lot of decision making. I might miss something you say. So you might be looking at something, you might be thinking about something, you might find something. This is where we're play testing, so mistakes will be made. All right. Mud to Mayhem. Here we go. Those of you watching, remember, you might super chat a change in scenario. You might scream out some advice. Rolex will be on the timer. Scenario was suggested by someone on our Facebook fan page. As the slow drizzle of rain begins to pick up, you desperately look for shelter. What began as a cloudy march to discovery has now turned into an epic downpour. Your attempts to make a faster move fail as the footing turns to slush. Your steps become slower as you lift one leg out of the mud. You can see occasionally you lose your shoe, you lose your boots. Moving forward seems near impossible. All right. Group, this is where you are. Emmy suggested 170 mile per hour wind. It's not quite that windy. I love the suggestion. But this is serious mud. And you're trying to make your way forward, and it is an absolute downpour. So I need a few suggestions. Like, group, feel free to start to chime in. Not that fast, Tommy, but it is windy enough that the wind is blowing in your face. It's slowing down your travel. The water's starting to stack up. The mud is there. And it literally, even if you tried to run, it's picking up your leg to make sure. And you probably even got your toes curled a little bit to keep your boot from coming off. So just a few suggestions to kind of get your feet wet, literally. Deborah Farrell wants to know, is there a median? No, there's not. Over to your left is this actual picture. It's a small little patch of grass, but everything else, the mud is just starting to gather. Ocean Man wants a hailstorm. You should have suggested that earlier. Are there walkers nearby? Well, Tommy, in the direction forward, with all the rain, your visibility is a little bit hampered. You can't see any in front of you. Roxanne wants to know, is there a mudslide? Roxanne, pick a number from 1 to 6. Good question. Ron Burgundy Moore, try to make our way closer to the grass to see if the ground is more solid. Ron starts to move over to the left. No, the ground is not more solid. In fact, it is starting to get a little bit more flooded in that area, and it's a little bit more moist, and the mud is starting to come over from the other side. Roxanne picks a 5. No, there's not a mudslide at this moment. Valar says, I would try to grab a long, thick branch and hold on to it, and to dig it in the dirt to move out. Julie McGuire says, you see mud walkers. Julie, would Julie really do that to the group? This is Tommy and Ron Burgundy Moore. The ladies in the group turn around and they see them struggling as the water starts to rise faster and faster and faster. Tommy says, what weapons do you have? According to this picture, you have none. Oh, I like some Judy Perry. Hopefully you guys are reading. Sheila's looking for a branch. Mariah says, I'd like to look for that large rock that is loose enough to slide down on like a skateboard or surfboard. So Mariah's looking for a rock. Sheila Beasley's looking for a branch. And Julie McGuire just created a whole lot of problems for the rest of the gang. These are over to your right. So yes, there are mud walkers. So Tommy, Ron are in about a foot of water trying to make their way, trying to find their boots. We got people looking for rocks. We got people trying to ride skateboards. We got people looking for branches. And now you've got a whole fleet, and it looks like it might have been a fleet at one point, coming at you. You're hearing sounds. They're, walker sounds, right? Jennifer Flaherty says, you see a hole, a cave for shelter. Jennifer might have saw a hole in the beginning that was limited visibility, but I think I might have saw something up there. I'm not sure about the skateboards. All right. Rolex, can I get a 10-second timer? Deborah Farrell did too. But right now, we got people looking for branches and looking for rocks. And these walkers are moving about the same speed as you. Ron wants to know, can we swim in the water? You can try, Ron. Sheila says, I have the bow and arrow out. Where did you get a bow and arrow? Did somebody give you a bow and arrow? Nope. No bow and arrow. Sheila just made her own bow and arrow. She's like, I got a branch. I had some string, too. With some really good suggestions. All right, Rolex, the timer's down to 5. Roxanne says, make a chain from our clothes and pull the guys out. We're just ripping off clothing. I don't know if you have time for that. But Roxanne is literally trying to convince the group right now to create a makeshift rope. And Sheila's like, hey, you give me that damn rope. I need a bow and arrow. Roxanne's trying to make a rope, and Sheila's thinking that that's the only thing she's missing from a bow and arrow right now. You got it, Sheila. You know what? I'll give you your branch. You got it. No doubt about it. All right, 0. Deborah Fair's like, I'm saving myself. So Deborah's making a dash for it. She saw a hole. All right, up forward. Deborah, give me a number from 1 to 4. You got a 75% chance. There's only one number that's not going to get this for you. Deborah picks a 4, and she's good. Deborah has made it ahead of the group. Sheila's, she's still got a stick. All right, Sheila. This is our very own Sheila Beasley. She's a little older, but you get the idea. Sheila was over getting a branch, and out of the mud, someone did make their way. No time to put the bow and arrow together, so Sheila, we're going to roll and see how you do in hand-to-hand combat versus a zombie. You have a branch at this point, Sheila. I need you to pick a number, 1 or 2. You picked a 1. And I have to deliver this news. You had a 50-50 chance to either be bitten or to make your way out of the mud and join Deborah. And you made it. You're out. You got away from this walker. He is still stuck in the mud. So Sheila, with the stick still in her hand, did make it out. Now, where there's one, sometimes there's several. So I need responses from a couple other people. Ron Burgundy Moore, you're up. What was your last course of action? Ron was trying to swim. Ron was trying to swim in water that appeared to be about 1 to 2 feet deep and mud down below. The brother of this particular walker, Ron, decided to take a shot at you. Pick a number from 1 to 6, Ron. It's not easy to swim in mud. That I've been told. Ron, it is impossibly hard to swim in mud. Somehow you got the luck of Chris Robinson and others, I guess. You found a way to do it, and you did make your way to safety. Ron, you were fine. Man bun. You were a little bit further behind, and you know there's at least 2 walkers somewhere up ahead that you saw attacking, both Sheila, who got away, and Burgundy. What's your course of action, Man Bun? He's like, oh, damn. Knew they were going to get to me eventually. Can I get a 5-second timer, Rolex? Tommy's asking for someone to throw him a rock. Well, you got two options. You got Mariah and you got Villar. And you got probably about 3 seconds left. Up. Villar and Mariah both threw a rock at Tommy at the same time. Jennifer Flaherty. Tommy found a shovel. Okay. All right. Jennifer Flaherty. Tommy, you're absolutely right. Jennifer put a shovel right there. You stepped on something. You reached down. You're like, oh my God, there's a shovel and there's two walkers. Tommy ducks his head to reach down for the shovel. Right about that time, Mariah and Villar threw rocks. So, Tommy, pick a number 1 to 6. You needed a 1 or a 2, Tommy. A 6 is not good. As Tommy went to bend down to get the shovel that Jennifer tried to help him out with, Villar's rock smacked him right on the top of that. And it wasn't a small rock. It was a rock used to kill walkers. But Tommy is no small dude. Tommy looked up to see where the rock came from. And lo and behold, Mariah's rock smacked him right between the eyes. Tommy is dropped like Joe Frazier. And disappears into the muddy landslide. Tommy will no longer be joining the rest of our adventure. Man bun is out. Down goes the man bun. The rest of our group did manage to get to the bank and escape what you see before you. And there was a little passageway that Deborah Farrell had found. It was rocky at first, and as they went down a couple of feet, they noticed that there's been some construction going on inside of here. It looks like either a fort or a passageway or a tunnel. But when all that wind and all that rain was going, if you guys noticed from the first picture, out of the right corner of her eye, there was a small opening. The group is a little tired, exhausted. They saw Tommy go down. No time to go back. You saw what they were facing. Mariah, Ron, Roxanne, Villar, Deborah, and Sheila. Sorry, it's a group of 6 still. You found yourself in this passageway. So I need to know what your next course of action is. Rolex, can I get a 10-second timer? Tommy the Rock Bun. Tommy the Rock Man Bun. Tommy, the shovel would have been great if you wouldn't have asked for the rock. Mariah's looking for matches. Villar is looking for weapons. One's looking on the floor. There's a room there to the side. Sheila, make sure there are no walkers in there. You don't see any walkers. E-Beach, Ron, you find a P38 cop nightstick on the floor. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but let me roll for it. Ron, as you were searching, pick a number, 1 to 6, and I'll let you know what you find. You did not find a nightstick. However, you did find a key card. Doesn't say PPP on it. There's no rumors of what this could be. Sheila, pick a number. 1 to 3, please. Sheila, you hear a faint sound up ahead in the distance is where you hear it. And ironically enough, it does seem to be a song playing. Could even be Hotel California. But you hear the faint hum. And you see it straight down this corridor. So we got Mariah looking for matches. Villar's looking for weapons. Ron found a key card. And Sheila hears a little bit of music playing. And that group of walkers that was in the mud is now at the opening of the passageway where you are right now. Now, you went down a small tunnel about 20 feet. So the walkers are not in this particular hallway, but you do hear the sound of walkers behind you. Roxanne says, block the passage behind us with boards. So Roxanne goes over to pick up a board. Deborah says the same thing. Ladies, each of you pick a number from 1 to 4. One of the boards is successfully put over there. It's heavy. Second board makes a little bit more noise as you're moving it because these pieces of plywood are about 50 to 60 pounds. It's likely that the sound of the walkers after you made that noise has gotten louder. It's still coming from the same area. But perhaps that noise might have made them realize there's something inside. Ron Burgundy Moore, I need to know what you're doing with your key card. What do you have going on, Ron? The music is not any louder. It's still faint. And it's still from the same direction. Mariah's just like telling me all the things she found. She's like, I found this. No, you didn't. You can look for it. You can still search. But no, you have not found anything yet. Ron went to put another dime in the jukebox. Good answer. Good answer. We don't know what Ron's doing. Deborah. I need you to pick a number, Deborah, from 1 to 4. Timer's up. We lost Ron. Deborah picks a 2. Ron, wherever he is, we found Ron. Ron was helping move the plywood. Had his key card in his hand. And he was the one closest to the opening. Ron was just buffer for the rest of the ladies, and as he is attacked, falls down, the key card goes flying forward. And Ron seems to be a temporary meal for the walkers. Good night, Ron. We lost you, and then we lost you. All right, give me a timer. 6-second timer. Rolex. 4 ladies. There's a key card about 5 feet in front of you that was thrown to the ground by Ron Burgundy Moore. You have not found any weapons at this point. And there's walkers making a short meal of Ron, and you're probably the main course and perhaps the dessert once they're done with Ron. Mariah grabs the key card. Mariah, you still have the key card. Deborah Farrell, Villar, Sheila, I need to know what your actions are. And I'll let you know what order you're in between you and the walkers. Sheila heads toward the music. At this point, Sheila is running forward toward the music. Where's Deborah? One of the walkers looks up. Villar's looking for another doorway. So in this corridor, Sheila is about 20 feet ahead of everybody. Villar is looking for a door along the way. One of the walkers that just finished with Ron looks up and sees the group and is starting to make his way. Deborah Farrell says, run away from the walkers toward the light. So Deborah is now up in the area of Sheila. Mariah, with the key card, is the closest to the walker that is making its way. Mariah tries to kick in the head of the closest walker. Mariah, pick a number, 1 or 2. You picked a 1. And you did kick in the head of the walker. And your boot that was covered in mud went, you kicked him so hard, it went all the way through his head. And your boot got lodged in this walker's head. And as the walker gnawed on your foot, and you could see the life coming out of your veins, you as well dropped the key card. 2 ladies are in front, and Villar, who now sees you being devoured by a walker, notices there is a key card. Only 3 feet away. Roxanne is ahead of the group. Sheila is ahead of the group. Tommy's like, screw that key card because I'm dead. Villar picks up the key card, and Mariah does not make it out. She tries to fight off with her other foot. Now, several of the walkers that have finished with Ron have now finished Mariah. Roxanne, Deborah, and Sheila are all at the end of this tunnel. Villar has 2 walkers beside her, 3 ladies up ahead, and a key card in her hand. Villar, your move. You have 5 seconds to decide what you're going to do. Ellis is like, use the key card as a weapon. I love it. Mariah's like, go, my sisters. I sacrificed myself so you could make it like T-Dog. Great, great. Villar, we need an answer because in 2 seconds... Villar looks for a board and tries to hit the walker closest to her with a board. You're successful. The walker goes down. You got a little bit of breathing room. You're still there with a key card. And 3 people way, way up ahead. All right, Roxanne. You get to the end of this room, and you're the first person to notice that there's an elevator door, which cannot be opened unless you have a key card. Which you did see at one point Ron had before everything else started going down. There's walkers behind you, where Villar's at. Deborah, Sheila, and Roxanne. At the end of this hallway, stuck with no key card. Villar, would you like to run up ahead and join your friends and perhaps tell them, hey, I got a key card? I mean, I'm not trying to... Sheila's like, throw me the key card. Or she can just run up the hallway if she chooses. Villar says, I've got it. I've got the key card. Sheila, you noticed that the music was Hotel California, and it started playing from the beginning again. Villar is mowing down walkers. So Villar, let me get this straight. You killed the 1 walker, and there's another 8 that are finishing their second meal. So you're going to go ahead and attack those, although they're preoccupied. Am I correct in my assumption that you're kind of fighting it out? Jennifer Flaherty, super chat. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I just want to know. I want to know what your mindset is, what your course of action is. Villar does securely have a key card at this moment. Okay, there we go. No, I'm trying to get them. So the board goes down, the walkers are behind you, or do you want to run with the board? It's up to you. Sheila wants to know, is it Muzak? Sure. Yeah, it's playing on a loop. The Eagles are playing. It is Hotel California, and it has gotten to the end of the song, and it's a long song, and it started over. All right. Finally, we have, at the end of this hallway, the walkers are still a little busy. Villar did make it up there. We've got our four very own. Deborah Farrell, Roxanne, Sheila Beasley, and Villar are all at a dead-end elevator door. And Villar has a key card. Five seconds, Rolex. Tommy, pick a number. 1 to 6, please. Oh my goodness. Ron. Tommy has reanimated, and yes, Tommy Walker Rock Man Bun McCandless is now coming down the hallway. Villar says, I'm using the key card. Villar does use the key card, and Ron Burgundy Moore, who a couple of minutes ago was with the group, just said, I want to use my last coin, and there's 6 walkers inside. Ron's like, you know what? If I'm going to be eaten by people and you're going to steal my damn key card, you guys are going to deal with it. So the door pops open. Deborah Farrell, pick a number. 1 to 3. Ron, that is some vicious stuff. Two. Villar. Right before the door opens, the elevator is coming down. You notice the key card does work, so it is on its way down. Ron might have caused some chaos. Jennifer Flaherty has super chatted and said Villar notices a discarded shotgun, and it is loaded. Maybe not such an awkward thing. I mean, someone might put this here before they go where they go. It could be there at the end of the hallway as a safety mechanism. Villar is now armed. Hey, it's super chatted. Man Bun and 4 walkers are coming down the hallway, and the elevator is a few floors away from the door opening. Sheila, Deborah, and Roxanne are all in front of the elevator door. Villar is slightly to the side of it. Villar takes a few steps back and fires at the Man Bun. Perfect hit. You don't even have to guess. Tommy, the remnants of Ron Burgundy Moore, and all the walkers back in that hallway completely obliterated by a shotgun blast. Absolutely perfect shot. The elevator is about to open. 5 seconds until the elevator door opens. Rolex, let's see what the 4 ladies are doing in the next 4 seconds. Deborah's cheering Villar. Yes! Yeah, good job. Roxanne turns around. You turn around, you see Villar with a shotgun. Sheila Beasley saying, reload, Villar. And after 1, the elevator door, she's reloaded. She's good. The elevator door opens. And beside the elevator door, because nobody moved, Villar is still behind the group. Deborah, Roxanne, and Sheila are beside the elevator door as it opens. I need actions from each of you 3. Deborah's apologizing to Tommy. Sorry, Tommy. Fair enough. There's nothing left to apologize to. He's gone. Deborah looks inside the elevator. She's like, is there anything in the elevator? Well, Ron Burgundy Moore tried to put 6 walkers there. Roxanne says, turn around to see what's coming out. All right. Deborah, you were brave enough to look inside. Give me a number 1 to 3. You're safe. All right. There's nothing in the elevator. Everyone enters the elevator to look inside. And as you enter the elevator, the door closes. You are inside an elevator right now. You know how I know? Because that's what you see. There is music. It's called elevator music. And it is still the Eagles, and it is still Hotel California. Matter of fact, I think we're on the verse, her mind was Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes-Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she called friends. How they danced in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. This elevator looks like it needs a key card. So please don't forget. All right, you're in a closed-door elevator. It ain't moving. All 4 are in the elevator. And it's stuck on the ground floor. Press some buttons. You press some buttons, elevator starts going up. There's 4 floors listed, but it's going all the way to the 4th floor. Rolex, I need a countdown and go backwards this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at 4, they're going to be on the 4th floor. One. Okay, we're on the 1st floor. 2, 2nd floor, done. Man bun. 2 walkers fall through the ceiling. They're on the 3rd floor. Tommy super chatting it. I'm going to give it a chance, Tommy. It's out there, but I'm going to give it a chance. Sheila, pick a number. Tommy really wants revenge on you guys. All right. We're almost at the 4th floor. Sheila, pick a number 1 to 3, please. Roxanne does not like that. There is a rattle above you, but there is no ceiling. It is an operational elevator. Nothing falls through. Something did fall on top. All right, we're on the fourth floor, and the door opens. Be ready, everybody, because this is what you see when the door opens. It is absolutely the worst experience of a lifetime. Villar has the gun ready. From a 1 to a 4, I rolled a 4. Sheila Beasley, you were the fourth in line. It is lunging for Sheila Beasley. I mean, full steam ahead. Three seconds. I need actions from everybody. Sheila's going to try to kick it. Rolex, 3 seconds. I need to know what everybody's doing right now. Deborah's saying, Villar, shoot him. Villar pulls the trigger. She was successful. But he was grappling with Sheila. Sheila, pick a number, 1 or 2. Sheila, the number was 2. Villar shot in her panic, in her desperation. They were not prepared when the door opened, so they got into panic mode. She took out the clown, and she also took out Sheila. Our group that started out at 7 now is solely Deborah Farrell, Roxanne, and Villar. The clown is dead. As they walk forward, this is the spoils of their victory. So what you see up on the screen is exactly what our group walked away with. If this was an actual Play Dead Live scenario, Tommy, Mariah, Ron would have all went down to level 0 all over again. Sheila was close. Deborah, Roxanne, and Villar would all get experience points. Based on their decision making, I would estimate they would all be level 1. They all survived it. So great job. Hey, everybody, this is our second extended scenario. Last week we did Beyond Four Walls. Today we did Mudslide to Mayhem. I know everybody's afraid of clowns, so I wanted to throw something in there a little bit different. And as you guys know, we're still working on some of the details. Absolutely appreciate all the interaction, everything that you guys do. People watching, people participating, giving you ideas, putting you in a spot. I mean, it's not easy to make those decisions in 5 seconds and 10 seconds. And that's really the whole gist of what we're going to do. If you guys are just watching for the first time, you can get in future scenarios and we'll play it out. I write these out every week. When we go live with this in January, these are going to be 2-hour campaigns. So they're not going to be Freestyle Friday and then something else mixed in. More people are going to be involved. You're going to run into other people. And, we're going to try to make it. Sometimes it's going to be intense. Sometimes it's going to be planning. But it's going to be Tommy died twice. One of the other cool things about our stream is you see how, what makes it interesting, Tommy and Ron are like, hey, if we didn't make it, we're going to make it tougher for everybody. And then you see Jennifer Flaherty, who's like, Jennifer gave a shovel, she gave a shotgun, so she's doing things to really help the group make it out of there. And you know what? Villar, Deborah, and Roxanne only survived. Well, I wouldn't say only, because they still would have had a chance. The point of this was, if all 7 people would have made it to the elevator, you would have had 7 people that could probably fairly easily overtaken a clown. It's scary looking, but if they waited behind the door, if they did certain things, if they all attacked at once, they would have been fine. But because so many people died along the way, Jennifer Flaherty really gave them the extra thing that they needed in order to survive it. So hopefully you guys will see. This is what we do with the Army. I mean, there's some fun partnerships, good interaction. So thank you guys. Appreciate all of you guys participating in that. All right, hey, we're back to our freestyle topics. We got a few more things. If you guys do me a favor, can you guys just a shout out to we're gonna call them Group 2 because this is our second big group we did. So instead of singling everybody out saying good job, just say, hey, good job, Group 2, so everybody sort of knows that everybody watching is with you. All right. While we get those shout outs there, we do still have a few other Kills coins that we haven't used. Kel, you got a Kills coin, so I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to mix it up a little bit. I love it. I'm glad you guys had a good time with it. I'll say for me to put these together, just compiling everything, it's about probably 3 to 4 hours during the week of just kind of throwing it together. And I know when we do the longer campaigns, it's going to be, I would anticipate I'm going to spend probably 7 to 8 hours a week just putting it together and trying to make it go as smooth as possible. But it's always going to be random because your decision, I can't predict what you're going to do. If you were a rapper, what would your name be? You know, that's a great question. And ironically enough, I did give all of my mods rapper names today, just randomly as we were talking. What would your rapper names be? Mama T, says Tammy Heitzman. Moonbeam. Beastly McBeasley. Rocks in the box. Oh, I like that. Mr. Marvelous. There it is. Tommy was Tommy Two-Tone. Vitamin D for Villar. Sugar Spice, Viola. So the name I gave my mods, Emmy, obviously Easy E for her laid-back personality. Kel was Special K. Tommy was Tommy Two-Tone. And Steph was Stephen Easy. So yeah, that's the rap names. We just mixed it up. I do like some of these. Miss Lady Irish, Jennifer Flaherty. Mariah's like, I have no idea. Mariah still wants her key card. That key card made some rounds, didn't it? I mean, it was like one to another to another. Wow, that's a great question. I don't have a rap name. I didn't get one. I give them rap names. They didn't give me one, or at least not one they said publicly. Yeah, we could come up with something. Sir Kills a lot. Yeah, Kills is your rap. There you go, Mariah. Good enough, right? It's like all inclusive. Chills, kills. Rife, like knife. I'll give it a little bit of thought. We'll come up with something. 3 G's. Great stuff. Hey, we got a few more. Did I see Crystal in the house? Crystal, I think, messaged me and said, I got several messages. I know some people had some other obligations tonight. You guys haven't seen Newfield 12, have you? I did use that. Okay, Crystal's here. Crystal, if you're here, I apologize because I was really into that scenario. That was my March to War name, right? Sir Kills a Lot. Yeah, it was a vicious game. How many people have been here since March to War videos? I'm just curious. Just curious how many people were either gamers or watched some of the old March to War videos. I was a little ruthless with some of those attacks. But the thing is, like we had people in our group and they kind of got picked on. They got it, they would kind of swarm them. And when they would, I would just kind of stay up at night and go after, like, if you attack people in our group, then I would just stay up all night and I would single them out. I would like try to find them, like, why'd you attack Kill? Why'd you attack this person? Why'd you attack that person? It was a fun game though. We had a good time. All right, Newfield 12 is not here. So, who's got a good Freestyle Friday topic? It's got to be a really good one. Don't say me and then you come up and say what's your favorite tropical fruit. I'm going to give away Newfield 12's Kills coin. All right, singer chick. Step up to the mic. What you got, Crystal? And then Cuervo Queen's like, hey, I'm using my coin right now before you call on me. We're going to do both. Hey, no timers needed for these, Rolex. So Singer Chick wants to know, and I want you guys, if you can, rapid fire answer both questions. Crystal Singer Chick says, what's your favorite story about something you did with your family as a child? I would say my family did a lot of fishing, and we lived in Florida when I was younger. Um, we didn't live there very long. I think we might have lived in Lake Wales, Florida. But anyway, wherever we lived, wherever we fished, there were a lot of. As the story goes, I was either 4, 5. I was pretty young, and I had like one of those mini little fishing rods. And my parents were really big into something, and apparently I wandered off, and they had a hard time finding me. And they found me. There were several like little coves, and they found me like a cove down with my little mini rod cast out there. My dad walked up and apparently I looked at him and said, the fish ain't biting. And he was freaking out like, oh my God, did he get bit by a copperhead? Is there a water moccasin? Is there, alligators? What's going on? But, yeah, I just I roamed off, man. But I was trying to fish. Yeah, it's my family thing. Singer Chick says, mine was going camping trips, basically camping, slept in blanket. So a lot of people fishing and camping, right? Will Sykes traveling to Fenway Park. Lynn Nesvick, fishing as a family. E. Beach, how did you end up in D.C. from Florida? Whew. It's a long, long story. Yeah. You know what? That's probably a longer story from a different time. just checking out a few of these comments, and I may not get a chance to read all of them, but I know you guys are reading each other's comments because I see you participating and commenting on each other. All right, I am going to go ahead and call on the Cuervo Queen. She wants to use her kills coin. Steph says, if you were going to a red carpet Walking Dead premiere, which cast member would you show up with, and in what kind of vehicle? Some people already answered that, but that's the second question. Which cast member and what type of vehicle? Taya says, Jeffrey Dean Morgan on a motorcycle. Norman in a motorcycle, says Natalie. A lot of people are adding Norman. Hopefully we're not all going to the same event because he's going to be pretty busy. Norman Reedus in a 67 Shelby. Rosita in a motorcycle. Well, I think if I had to choose just one, I would probably not just limit myself to the confines of The Walking Dead. I would expand the Walking Dead universe, and it would be with Eugene and also with Strand. One, because I would like to attend the premiere in a hot air balloon, which Strand would provide, but Eugene would be able to identify the proper air needed in the proximity in order to make a very safe landing. So that would be my answer. I'm going with Eugene and Strand. Would not have the propeller attached to it, so it'd be a little bit lighter. But if you want to get somewhere safely, and imagine the conversation. That's what I'm going with. Jennifer Lawson not able to make the stream tonight. I got a message as well. So I've got another kills coin. So I need a volunteer. And I think we're pretty good on most of the kills coins, Kales, because some of them used them and for the scenario. All right, Eric, you're on the mic. What you got for me, Eric? And then Rolex. We're going to have to speed through a couple of these because we got about 10 more minutes. So while Eric's coming up with this question, can we get a 10-second countdown? I need Angel Calores. Angel, you do. So you can use it or you can give it away. So Angel's on the 10-second timer. Eric Beach wants to know, who is going to win the Super Bowl this year? Oh, boy. This is going to get heated. I know there's a lot of Patriot fans here. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I'm going to say Pat Mahomes. I think Pat Mahomes is the best player in football. So I'm going to give a shout out to all where's my Missouri crew? I'm big in Missouri. I know that. You guys told me that. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm giving you Pat Mahomes is the best player there. There it is. All right. Kansas City wins it all this year. Angel Caloris, what does the 999 Army and kills mean to you? Whew. That is a deep question. Angel, I got to be honest. I don't know that we've ever asked that question. I know that people have talked about it and they volunteered. So I see people, they're fired up about football. Ron says family. Natalie says family. Sheila says family. Roxanne. That's a pretty common bond. Deborah says family. Viola says family from all over, everywhere. Lisa, family. Friendship and family. Fun, friendship, companionship. I don't know that you can argue with that, right? I mean, because there's so many things about family. There's so many things that you like about your family. There's so many things that frustrate you sometimes about your family. But you always, I think that's the thing, is no matter, you always kind of get back to that ground level. Sometimes it's laughing as a group. Sometimes it's somebody's going through a rough situation, and you have to be empathetic. Sometimes you get pissed off at people. I've had people here. We've done streams. I've isolated entire streams with passionate and situations where we've debated and drilled down, and even at the end of it, we go back sometimes like, hey, we're all going to support each other, even if we don't agree with everybody's ideas. We're going to disagree from time to time, and I think you build that. And I'll say, I think one of the biggest compliments that I could give to many of you, I don't see you guys as fake. And you know what? If people are a little bit fake, that's not a deal breaker. But the one thing about this group and the people who have been here for a long time, I see them as genuine, devoted people. So it's a great question. I appreciate that. Mariah Campese, love the family, kills, army, Moss, etc. Yeah, and I think that hopefully I've been, I guess mostly transparent with that. We've had people who have actually said to me that they thought the Army was a little bit of a burden. And my advice was, turn it off and go spend time with your family. What we do here a lot of times is 4 or 5. Now, for some people, like you said, it is family. And that's why a lot of people don't feel that burden, right? I mean, you look at each other as you have that connection. But then other people that say that, I say, tune into the stream. I mean, we're not trying to step on anybody's toes. We just a group that wants to get together and talk about things and have a good time. And then when we're done, the volume goes off, the mic goes down, and I hang out with cats, and you have kids, and some have grandkids, and you watch a movie or you eat, or you do stuff like we all do the same things. There's no royalty here. So, all right, you're gonna get me choked up again. Stop it. Stop asking those questions, Angel. Kel, how are we doing with Kills coins? Is it just Rolex and Kimberly M left? All right, Rolex, 10 seconds. E-Beach. Eric says, with that said, that is why your news today was so disturbing. There's been such a positive experience for me. I don't understand nor do I care. We'll be back tomorrow. Passing my coin to Heart of Nixie. And Eric, I appreciate that. And more than anything, I appreciate the unbelievable support of everybody here. Heart of Nixie, the count, that was pretty slick. Rolex had his coin. He was like, I'm going to win my coin. And what does he do? He just finds somebody to give it away to. All right. Heart of Nixie, what you got? No buzzer. Come on. Where's the cheering section? Come on, Heart. There we go. I see Sheila. Heart of Nixie says, if you were to place Daryl with any actor now or in the past, that's a good question too, because don't we always hear like, what new character would you want, or who would replace Rick? Who would replace Daryl? Nobody. There's only one. You know what? Well said. Julie says Charlie Hunnam would be a good Daryl, not just because I love him. Patrick Swayze would have been a good Daryl. Marlon Brando. I'm just going to go with the actor that played Screech. I don't know why. Just the Billy Joel picture reminded me of Screech. I don't know. I just got Screech on my mind. Dustin Diamond. Yeah, because if you pick him, and no offense to Dustin Diamond, I'm sure very accomplished actor. I don't know, maybe less people we wouldn't have like 10 people wanting to go to the red carpet event. Maybe it'd only be like 5. What's up, Chip? It is sad that you know his name, Kel. Dermot Mulroney. Good. That's a good pick. That's a little known fact, too. Dustin Diamond lives in Wisconsin. All right. Good giveaway. Good question. Sheila Beasley. You got a kills coin either to use or to lose or to give away. What you got, Sheila? Jack Carr. Like, I met him once. He's odd. Yeah. I never met him or saw him except for a couple episodes. Crystal Singer Chick. You got 10 seconds. One just got given away to you from Sheila Beasley. Yeah, she's still got one in the bank. All right, let's get a Singer Chick reset. Oh, you had that prepared so long ago. When Morgan finally comes back to the group, will Grace be alive and them reunite, or she already have died and he'll be bumming again? She will be barely alive and they will have final words. Like, he'll conveniently just make it back, and she'll only be able to say, thank you for giving me a reason, or something like that. And then she'll die. And yeah, he'll be the one to have to finish her off as a walker. She's going to ask him to put her down. Yeah. Tammy, I agree with that. It's going to be that conversation. She'll be on her deathbed. I agree, Natalie. We may be wrong. Good question. All right. Sheila Beasley, you got one more. Let's go ahead and get your final kills coin of the night. And then after that, I think we got one more. We got some double trouble with Sheila Beasley. And we just hit 10 o'clock, everybody, so we're on overtime tonight. All right, the Marvelous One. 10 seconds on the Marvelous One. And Rolex, start me 2 timers. 10 seconds on the Marvelous One and 10 seconds on Kimberly M. Our last 2 kills coins of the night, everybody. Marvelous. Oh, snap. I'm not ready. Oh, snap. What you got? Come on, Marvelous One. If you got the name Marvelous in your name, big things. Can't pass it. It was passed to him. Marvelous is down to 0. And you know what? I think Kimberly M. told me to, she might not make it as well. What's your favorite animal? Emmy? Hold on. Don't answer that question. I got to default to Emmy. Ron's like, yep, it's lame. You're getting called out. You're being called out for being lame already. He knew it. Marvelous One knew it. See, only in a family can you call somebody's answer lame and they take it in stride. Emmy is the lame-o-meter. I'm going to defer. She can't allow this. There's no way. Lame there. Oh, you got a lot of exclamation points. Okay, let's do this. We're just going to combine it. All the coins have been used. The final question of the night. I'm going to open it up. If you got a really, really good question, let me see the volunteers right now. I'm only going to pick one person, and then we're going to wind this thing down because I know it's been a long couple days for many of us, and we're going to move on to the next stream tomorrow morning. Coffee with Kills. Hey, Kel, add Angels for next week if you could, because we're gonna close this out. So Angel, we'll put that on as the first one for next week. All right, I'm going to do 2. So, and they're double timers. Natalie and Gina Crockett, you both have questions to ask. So, Rolex, get us 2 more timers. And I'm going to read both questions, and you guys can pick which one you want to answer. Gina says, if your best friend's partner hit on you, would you tell or keep it to yourself? That's a deep question. And Natalie says, if you're writing for a newspaper, what topic would you cover? Tell. And then, which people would Walking Dead for a newspaper? Pop culture. Cover NBA basketball. Very nice. Marcia says, keep it to myself. People with rare diseases. Depends on how old we are in the situation. All good questions. Obituaries. College football. All right, wide range of topics tonight. And a lot of fun with tonight's group. So as a quick recap, many of you logged in, and as you guys know, we're right around the corner. October is going to be here before we know it. We're going to have Walking Dead. A lot of the summer festivities, a lot of the free time. We're going to be going full steam ahead. It is very, very likely that we will have a brand new segment early in October. I'm not going to go through it yet. I'm still working on some of the details. But I think you guys will enjoy it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So just know we're working on some things in the background. Play Dead Live is going to happen early in the year. Random things, just great time with that. So let me, I would not use this forum to publicize drama. I will say, a couple days ago we apologized. Those of you that know what you know, I want to thank you guys for being very mature. I want to thank you guys for supporting this channel. It's not uncommon for us to have people that leave the channel from time to time. And sometimes people leave, and whether they're right, whether they're wrong, whether they're indifferent, I'm not judging anyone's situation. Some people leave, and their whole idea is to burn everything they can. And many of you have private lives, and you certainly have a right to your private life. And this should not be an exposure of your private life. This should be something that we get together and we have a good time. And judging by the comments and the support and everything on our fan page, I am more confident than ever that 2, 3, 4 people will never destroy the friendship, the family, and the camaraderie and things that we have in this group. It is real, it's special, and you guys are absolutely amazing adult individuals. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Tonight's stream, Rosita, we know the end is near. Amazing job with the Play Dead Live group. You guys are absolutely engaged. Keep sending me your pictures. Send me your scenarios. Send me, because I take all that data and I put it into a future module. As you guys know, the 2 official modules that I started writing are Beyond Four Walls, and the one that we did tonight was all about the mudslide to mayhem. So good stuff. The next one, we're going to incorporate more of you. As I hinted, you might see an Ocean Man villain in the future. You never know who's liable to show up. But if you guys want to participate, you got some good ideas, send them over to me. You guys have a great night. Spend some time with friends and family. I will see you, many of you, tomorrow morning for our Coffee with Kills. Maybe we'll get a rant in there. And then Sunday, we're going to have a lot of fun with Fear the Walking Dead. Thanks again, everybody. Looking forward to October. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.